So switching from killer vampires to killer dolls is the smart thing to do, right? Not so sure. It'd kind of be like Corey Feldman and Corey Haim were the puppet masters from Puppet Master, and Brad Dourif was actually Lestat from Interview with the Vampire, and people thought that would make sense if that was really what the case was. That'd be weird. Not so sure about all this, but way to go, Tom Holland.
Welcome to the horror show. You realize everything is wrong. No game to try. Paranoia is hiding your life. Welcome to the horror show. You realize everything is wrong. No game to try. Obsessions rule your mind.
Child's Play. Even the title alone sounds like child molesting. That and
I have a date with a 6-year-old boy.
So in 1985, Tom Holland showed us some of his skills in story and practical effects with Fright Night. And in just 3 short years, he brought us Child's Play, an awesome movie with practical effects, genuine suspense, and you know what? It's got cult following. That's always important. This movie is the most famous killer doll movie, and it most likely will stay that way. Granted, they're coming out with a sequel, The Curse of Chucky, from the director of Seed of Chucky. Yay. Child's Play does suffer from a few problems, such as the fact that you already know who the killer is. I know it's been talked about many times before, but it still would have been cool if it had been a mystery and it could have been either Andy or Chucky. Speaking of Andy, he is not a good actor in this movie. Enough said. When you watch the ending and this has no spoilers, but you get that look from Andy, and I totally felt more evil from him than I ever felt with Chucky. Just saying. That is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Another problem this movie had was, and this does contain spoilers, Chucky seemed pretty powerful for being a human inside a doll's body. He gets shot several times and is quite fine. I never knew humans could get shot that many times and be quite fine. Director probably says, deal with it. End spoilers. Now let's start away from some of the negatives and go to some of the positives. It was creative, creepy, and suspenseful, and had some funny parts that included dark humor and sarcasm. Overall, I give Child's Play a 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, it was not as awesome as I hoped it to be, but it still kicked a lot of ass. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook in the description below. Leave comments and subscribe. Also check back on March 17th for a bundle of reviews.